All these volume studies, you can throw all of them in the trash because they talk about going to failure 20 and 30 times per muscle group per workout. And you guys have seen me put up the ChatGPT thing that shows that people can only go to momentary muscular failure between 1 and 3 times per workout session per muscle. So when somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm doing 20 sets to failure, they're not doing anything. They're just screwing around. And they're probably nowhere near training to failure. So, I mean, they go and they throw some weights around and, you know, they probably sweat a little bit, raise their body temperature, but other than that, they did nothing. Hi, my name is John Jaquish. I want to talk a little bit today about the approaches to strength and muscle development, and a little bit different because I realize frequently I get questions where people are asking about research I'm citing, and most of the research I'm citing does not involve variable resistance. So you got to run it through that filter because what I'm promoting is high intensity approach with variable resistance because that takes the risk of injury down and guarantees you can get a better stimulus. So really simplified way of explaining it is variable resistance is just an approach which enables you to get the benefit of high intensity training without the risks of high intensity training. Now, having said that, people say, so if they're saying this about themselves, they say, hey, you know, like, so if I'm lifting straight weights and not using variable resistance, would you still do a high intensity approach? No, I wouldn't. And I know that answer is seemingly contradictory, but the risks, especially a lot of people I talk to, probably because of my age, I'm 49, I typically get a lot of people that are attracted to the brand because I'm speaking about it and they're over 30, and so they're asking questions, and I'm really trying to get them to first accept variable resistance as a means of lowering injury risk. If you get injured, you're not training at all. So that's huge. We want to avoid injury. And I think as soon as I started answering that in the X3 users forum, so there's a Facebook group with 40,000 people in it that talk about their success with the product. And these guys were blown away that was my answer. But I mean, hey, I wouldn't lift regular weights. I am only going to use variable resistance, and I'm not going to change my position on that because I get more upside and less risk. Having said that, let's look at this from either or. We're either talking about weights or variable resistance, but which approach? So Menno Henselmans came up with, he summarized some of the latest research, and I've been talking about this study for a while. High tension is the only likely way to grow muscle. So that means it's really just about you getting stronger. If you're not getting stronger, you're not growing anything. So if you're counting your sets, that means you're not counting really how much output each set has, which means you're not doing a whole lot. And if you grow any muscle, it's probably by accident. Like you might have gone just a little too hard. I also really want to emphasize all these volume studies, you can throw all of them in the trash because they talk about going to failure 20 and 30 times per muscle group per workout. And you guys have seen me put up the ChatGPT thing that shows that people can only go to momentary muscular failure between 1 and 3 times per workout session per muscle. So when somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm doing 20 sets to failure, they're not doing anything. They're just screwing around. And they're probably nowhere near training to failure. So, I mean, they go and they throw some weights around and, you know, they probably sweat a little bit, raise their body temperature, but other than that, they did nothing. I hope that helps. I hope that adds a little bit of clarity. I hope that might have got the light bulb to go off when it comes to like why variable resistance, because I think sometimes people first stumble on either Westside Barbell or Jaquish Biomedical, and they think like, well, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to train with bands only. And my response is, if you understood how much force you can get to go through a muscle, take it to fatigue in multiple places with one fresh muscle that's full of glycogen in one set, and the risk of injury is so greatly diminished. It's not zero, but it's very low. And I really think this is the path that will bring you the furthest you can possibly go. I hope this helps. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.
If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe and follow. I'm gonna put out videos on a regular basis. I think they're gonna help a whole lot of people, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't just instantly grow from lifting regular weights. We've got the answer for you.